much for being here and joining me today. I am in such high spirits this morning. I've been waking up really early and then just laying in bed and reading, and I just kind of did some morning chores, and my baby is coming home today. My friend Reese is baby. She is one of my personal heroes along with all of my other friends and people that I get to love. Everyone has a superpower and a special magic, and I'm so lucky to receive and embrace them. But Reese is going to be living right next to me, and so I clean the whole house. I feel like she is my wife coming back home, and we're calling our place the Residency because we're just gonna make art for the next few months, and I'm so excited. I just got a serger in the mail, and we just have our art supplies all lined out. She paints, and I really like to draw and use colored pencils and sew, of course, and she also is getting into ceramics, so it's just going to be a little creative refuge. It's like a childhood dream to live right next to your best friend. And I'm going to bleed soon, and I feel that death. I think that I feel so recharged because I canceled all of my plans this whole week. This feels so good, a facial massage. Wow. Sometimes I'll do this with aloe vera, noticing fine lines, and I'm getting older, and a really big part of me is excited about that. And I don't know, I'm just excited to age gracefully and give myself permission to age and look differently as I get older. And the only thing that feels like a voice of judgment in my head, I have a booger, is the voice of what other people will think, especially online. I'm moving past that. I feel like as women, as you get older, you have so many more deaths. Even just like going through menopause or going from mother to maiden, it's like you shed so much, and society, how they view women as they get older, it just feels like they try to diminish them or disappear them. But I think that that's changing. There are a lot of older aunties on TikTok that just make me so happy. They're like, the 50s were the best years of my life. I really feel that energy. I think that, I mean, I know that every year as I get older, I just feel more free, more unbothered, more happy and joyous and fulfilled in my life. So I just know that that's the trajectory that will continue. I feel like we all just gotta be in this reclamation together. We can all teach each other how free we are worthy of being in this existence, how lovely we are despite what the patriarchy wants us to believe. This feels so freaking good. Something I'm really proud of myself for doing very consistently is taking my vitamins. Today's video is sponsored by Ritual, and I have been using their Ritual Essential for Women and their Symbiotic Plus for the past few months, and honestly the past few years, but I've been very consistent and it just feels really good. So the Ritual Essential for Women has some really good stuff in it. No matter how balanced your diet is, some nutrients are hard to get enough of from food alone. Essential for Women 18 Plus was designed to help fill those nutrient gaps with 9 key nutrients in just 2 daily capsules. Essential for Women 18 Plus is one of the few women's multivitamins to earn the USP verified mark, and this verifies that the nutrients on the label are present at claimed levels, are available to be absorbed by the body, and do not contain levels of unwanted impurities like heavy metals, pesticides, microbes, etc. So that makes me feel at ease. I love that this capsule has a minty flavor, so every time I take it, it's just really refreshing and nothing too grimy because I'm really sensitive to that. And just really quickly, this Symbiotic Plus is a prebiotic, probiotic, and postbiotic. Ritual uses 2 of the world's most clinically studied strains of probiotics with 11 billion CFUs for digestive support. They are also vegan, gluten-free, made without major allergens, animal products, or artificial colors. And if you are someone who likes to look at your labels and find out the reason why something is in a product, you can do that with Ritual. They'll be the first link in my description box below. I highly recommend them. Having a little bit of an identity crisis, which happens every time I get dressed because clothes can really determine your mood and your energy, and I really feel like gender only exists outside of me, and this is something that Glennon Doyle talks about. Her podcast with Alok is literally one of my favorites. I've listened to it at least 10 times, but gender really feels like a story that I've been told and that I keep telling myself, who do I want to be today? So I have little identity crises. Sometimes I feel like I'm just too much for myself and I'm just tired of the density of this physical form, and then other times I'm like, wow, what a blessing to be able to explore in this flesh suit. But most days I just want to be really comfortable, so that's what I'm doing today. The reason I sew so many of these skirts is because they're so comfortable, and this waistband is just, this alone is too tight for me, so yeah. Put on my favorite sports bra by Harper Wilde. This was sent to me. I don't know too much about their brand, but it's just so supportive. The hair is down. I'm gonna wear these little linen shorts.
Oh my god,
we were recreating your dance moves and we missed you.
That is such a reason.
It is definitely trusting enough to like put body weight.
Yeah, that feels actually really
good.
Do you lay, bro? Do you? I'm only using this color from now on.
It's yet another day in the studio, and I'm doing some carving today, so I just wanted to show you what I'm up to. I'm carving into the bottom of this little bowl, and you can do this on a wheel, but I personally have been loving just doing it by hand, sitting down. These are some pieces I made last week, and you can see I'm just really experimenting with these kinds of bottoms. It also gets rid of some of the clay on the bottom so it's not as heavy. Then I'm gonna glaze them with something cute. I get asked a lot if I'm dating my close friends, and the truest answer is that it is the greatest romance I've ever known. Not all romances need sex, not all attraction requires action. There's a myriad of ways that relationships can take form, and I'm way more interested in the forms that aren't fed to us but simply make us feel warm and feel natural. Romance is a million little intimate moments where your senses are activated, your heart is curious, and you are opening yourself to be altered, to say things that feel brave, to confess love without attachment to an outcome. It's a desire to acknowledge and enhance the grandeur of small moments. Romance is shared presence, which is so deeply intimate, and the core of my female friendships is not an attachment to one another, but a commitment to wonder and curiosity. This is the kind of love that touches me every way I want to be touched beyond physicality. We all see the world as an endless question, and our hearts are so easily molded, and that's what really connects us. It's also the most unconditional form of love that I've ever had, because we really don't need each other. One of the common threads we share is we don't need to communicate, we don't need to see each other regularly. We're really good on our own, which makes it all the more exciting to just choose each other because we want to, because we enhance each other's lives, but not out of need or attachment. It's something really special, and I'm just so grateful to breathe deep with the loves of my life. Hi guys, so we just got absolutely blessed by the thrift gods, and I want to do a haul. I didn't get that much stuff because I'm trying to be practical in my life these days, not acquire too many things. However, we have been so excited about painting a mural for the residency, our home, and we found canvas, which is like really expensive. This kind of canvas fabric, we saw it for like $100 at Ace, and we just got it for like $7, $10.
So exciting.
So that is like such a blessing. And then I got these Billabong shorts for surfing, which I think will be really nice so that I don't get wax in my yoni, which happened last time.
I got this skirt that is a skirt because obviously skirts are the only way to go.
Yeah.
Always.
when you do outdoor things.
when you're doing activities, and it's probably gonna get so dirty, but that's okay. That's part of it. And then I got this candle from Otherland.
What does
That
it smell
is-
like?
It has like burn marks in it, but
Scared me. Okay, we're sweating so much. The last thing I got is this brown hoodie, which I think is really cute. I'm literally wearing this color right now. I love this brown. So yeah, that's the haul. Just some little essential and artful things.
we're both just like
We're kind of delirious because we've been working all
we're so
day,
delirious.
and random men were in our house looking at
mind
things
filled
for
with
hours.
many abstract, complex thoughts,
And also nothing at all.
and also nothing.
I'm just gonna have a really flowy, co-working, productive day that also involves a lot of ease and joy and art. I finally got my pan from storage and I'm so happy. I was using this pan. Some of you are roasting me for this in my last recipe video, but it's clean. Like, it's just a little, it's seen some things. The thing is, I kind of call myself a feral woman, and I think that my friends identify with just being wild, and we don't need that much. We just would rather pee outside and poop in a hole and be barefoot all the time and just rinse our bodies off in fresh water. It doesn't need to be that crazy. Basically what I'm trying to say is that we have low standards and are low maintenance overall. Like, my anniversary gift that I really wanted this year was a salad spinner. I was like, I only want reasonable gifts that I'll actually use that are practical. I like intentional things, but like, I don't need that much. I don't really know what I'm saying. It's early. Some of my work rituals include lighting incense or having a diffuser, something to set the mood, and or my indie music playlist, and just having art supplies around me, my journal. If I just need a moment to remember why I exist and what I'm here to do, I'll read a poem or color a little bit, and then it'll help to liberate any energy of like density or stagnation from sitting down and staring at a screen all day. So yeah, I feel like art and poetry are the reasons why we live, and then everything else is the vehicle through which we can afford to really enjoy those things. And this is a poetry book that my friend Chloe just gave me for my birthday. I wanted to read you a poem. I hunt for a sign of you in all the others, in the rapid, undulant river of women, braids, shyly sinking eyes, light steps that slide, sailing through the foam. Suddenly I think I can make out your nails, oblong, quick nieces of a cherry. Then it's your hair that passes by, and I think I see your image, a bonfire burning in the water. I searched, but no one else had your rhythms, your light, the shady day you brought from the forest. Nobody had your tiny ears. You are whole, exact, and everything you are is one. And so I go along, with you I float along, loving a wide Mississippi toward a feminine sea. Hello, we went into nature, came back home, and started cooking dinner, but then the power went out, so it is perfect because I didn't really do that much creating today. It's definitely been a melancholic moment for me. The past month, I feel like I've just been, even though I'm very social, I've been really excited about being alone and being slow, and I just want to sit with myself and not move too much. I've been really enjoying just being in the nothingness, because honestly, when I meditate lately and when I do go to journal, I feel like I don't even have that much to say. I'm just here existing, and when people ask me, oh, how are you doing? I'm like, I'm just here, you know? There's not no internal dramas, not too much commotion or any highs or lows, and I think that that's my state a lot of the time, and it's part of why I love melancholy music, because it's not good or bad. It's literally just feeling it all, but there's no good or bad. So anyway, I'm excited to have a little artsy night. This is some leftover curry from yesterday, some fresh quinoa and pumpkin seeds on top. I also spruced the curry up a little bit with fresh veggies, but it looks so good. I made a mess and I'm excited to make art in the dark. Oh. That's what my consciousness sees. Someone else is looking down. It must be my consciousness or God or something, and I see the lens through like up here, and I'm just like, is this really how you want to be coping with this right now? You're kind of being embarrassed. Like you have all these tools and resources, and you're actively not listening to them. And I'm like, let me not embarrass my guys, and let me get out of bed. Seriously. These are some of the best days of my life. The simple things mean so much to me, and I love finding joy in the mundane because it makes every moment into the miracle that it is. I'm grateful that my heart was cracked open so early on so that this joy and this peace and this love can fill all of those cracks. I've been praying so much and counting my blessings. Above all, one of the major themes of this season is just a commitment to art, and I have so many passions and interests. My whole life, I've had a million things that I've wanted to learn or pursue, and in the past, I would get all the materials to start a new craft, and within an hour, when I realized how challenging it was or how bad I was at it, I would quit and just be like, oh, that's not for me. Like, how could I have gotten it so wrong? I wasn't meant to do painting, or I wasn't meant to do jewelry making, whatever it was. And in my older age now, I can see that art is really a practice of patience and commitment. A known fact to me that you can master any skill so long as you consistently show up, but a revelation in practice. Who knew that your heart's deepest callings are not always instantly gratifying, but if you have enough passion, that will carry you through the immense growing edges of it all, at least I think. But yeah, I've been writing a lot, and I wanted to share something that I wrote on my typewriter this evening. I am committed to the uncovering more than the lamenting. I am taking the time to respond from the realest part of me, to close my eyes and dig deeper, to speak with conviction, no matter how fleeting, that these thoughts are my own. I am meeting myself where I'm at in each now, reaching out and into myself at the same time, because I believe in the power of telling the truth. Everything is worthy material. My heart is in my hands, and in my eyes, and in my feet. My whole being welcomes life, says yes, all the light and dark of it, all the green and blue of it. Making beautiful things is enough. And on that note, I hope you take some deep belly breaths until I see you next.